Welcome to NEXTGames Geas Fete series. This video covering the Escha Ru'Aun NM Seriyu. Now in this video, I'll give an overview of the Seriyu battle strategy, and then show you an example of the fight against Seriyu. As usual, we'll do this on the ninja job with the warrior sub-job. Now this Geas Fete series will cover how to defeat all of the Escha NMs on your way to a ionic weapon. Ninja can solo all but roughly 10 of these, and I will show you how to solo all but those 10, and then we'll finish the series with showing you strategies for beating the most challenging NMs, normally involving a summoner strategy. Now in this video, we continue our trek through the gods of Escha Ru'Aun, this time taking on Seiryu. Level 140. Now Seriyu is a monk wyvern with access to 100 Fist that it will use repeatedly throughout the fight. You will want to use a Seek again to avoid the first one if you happen to be tanking when he uses it, but you will need to make sure that you use evasion gear to properly handle further uses of this ability. You also want to make sure that you have enough accuracy on this fight, as Seriyu does have a decent amount. Make sure you have at least 1300 plus accuracy, and I recommend accuracy food. Now, Seriyu is going to cast Heiska, Sloga, Silenska, and Tornado 2 during the fight. In addition, Seriyu possesses some pretty nasty abilities. They include Wind Wall, which grants him a pretty substantial evasion bonus, Deadly Drive, which is a heavy single target damage that is blocked by a single shadow, Tail Crush, which is single target damage and inflicts poison. This is also blocked by a single shadow, Fang Rush, which is a 3-hit attack blocked by 3 shadows, Dispelling Wind, which is an AoE dispel ability, and Dread Shriek, which is an AoE paralyze ability. Now, you don't really need to worry about most of these as long as you have shadows up, but the next two are definitely the most dangerous two you're going to face when you're fighting Seriyu. And that is Radiant Breath, which is a conal light damage that inflicts slow and silence, and this can hit for upwards of 2000 damage. The next ability is Hurricane Breath, which is a conal wind damage for upwards of 3000 damage. So because of both these abilities, make sure that your trust are always to the sides or behind of Seriyu, never behind you, and also make sure that you always have Megawari up. Now Seriyu will use abilities and spells when 100 Fist is in use, so use those breaks in his attacks to get your shadows back up. Now this fight is normally going to take you only about 3 to 5 minutes, and an evasion gear set will be helpful if you're tanking through the 100 Fist with a Seekigen down. Additionally, a magic evasion gear set will be helpful to resist many of the nasty abilities' effects, but it is not necessary for this win. Now high amounts of dark or ice damage can proc, but this is not very reliably done on Ninja, so I would not rely upon it. One last reminder that if you are tanking, you must keep Megawari up at all times to save yourself from being one-shotted from Hurricane Breath during this fight, and also to save you from the damage of Radiant Breath. Make sure you keep Urine up to get in as much damage as quickly as you can, and it doesn't hurt to lower your enmity so that Arc EV can tank for as long as possible. Now, Magic Burst will do fantastic damage in this fight, so get in as many dual Magic Bursts as you can, and you just might manage that proc. Also note that Hurricane Breath will randomly strip pieces of your gear. Now, I didn't notice this in my particular battle example, and I actually go the first 50% of the fight with only a single weapon equipped. Make sure you keep an eye on your weapons and make sure they aren't being stripped, because it can be easily missed. Now for Trust, I'm using Arc EV to tank and allow me to focus on my damage for the first 50% of the fight. Magic Bursts do so much damage on this NM that you are eventually going to pull him off of Arc EV, but he does allow you to start the fight off well, so that's why I recommend using him. I use Joachim for Marches, but Almia will also work, Arcelia for Haste, and Koromoru is also useful with Dia here. And then lastly, I use Monburo and Yoran Oren for Cures, but really any mage with 1300 plus magic points will do just fine. That should be all you need to know to take this one on. Enjoy the run, everyone. That will be it for how to take on Seriyu. I hope you found that helpful. In the next video, we will take on the last soloable NM in Escha Ru'Aun by Aku. Thanks so much for watching, everyone. Stay safe and stay healthy out there.